Man, we back with another one, man. House of Underdog Talk. House of Underdog Pod, man. We live with it. I'm talking about so live, we fresh outside with it, man. We gonna jump straight in. We going to stand on that NBA playoff talk. Knicks versus Pacers. Um, it's gonna be a good series, bruh. Like, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be a great series because the Pacers, they're a slept-on team. They're underdog, and I'm pretty sure down at every series they don't play this year. I'm not looking at them like an underdog, though. I'm actually looking at them like a deeper team. They got 8, 9 players deep, and they all down there dogs, literally. All dogs down there, like Halliburton. I ain't gonna say Halliburton a dog, but Halliburton is Halliburton. You know what I mean? Down there, the last of a dying breed when it comes to pure point guards. Can play with any superstar. Capable of 10 plus assists easy. You know what I'm saying? Naismith, Nemhart, Spicy Peace. You know what I mean? AKA Siakam, Miles Turner, Obi Toppin, Lil TJ McConnell. That's a dog right there for sure. He come in the game 94 feature ass. Like Ben, another dog. Like, man, they got weapons. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting some people, but I look at them as a deep team, bro. I look at them as a deep team. Tyrese Halliburton, the star, slash all-star slash superstar. You know what I mean? But his game every night isn't going to be 30 points. It could be. Then again, some nights it can be 15 points and 15 assists. You know what I'm saying? So, Spicy P has that championship pedigree. He's won a ring with Kawhi in Toronto before. So he's been here before. Miles Turner is a big who can stretch the floor, but also can defend I ain't gonna lie, Miles Turner can defend at a high level to me. He can switch and play on the perimeter to me. He's a good shot blocker. He has good interior defense. I think Miles Turner is really slept on. Pacers is a slept on team in general, because Spicy P is a slept on power forward. No matter how you like it, Tyrese Halliburton is a slept on point guard. You know what I mean? So they're a slept on team, and I think they coming to play. I ain't gonna lie. They don't heard all the talk. They been hearing all the talk every series they been in. Tyrese Halliburton is wired like that. He hear the talk. It fuels him. So I think Indiana, they are up and down team. You know what I'm saying? Like to play at a fast pace, but Tyrese is the point guard. He runs the show. He's gonna find you, so they're gonna get good looks. They're gonna generate good shots. You feel me? It's gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be a fun series for the Pacers. You know what I mean? Any series fun if you're playing the Knicks in the Garden. So, goddamn, it's gonna be fun for sure. Switching to the Knicks, they got a whole killer over there in Brunson. A clutch killer too. He could be not having the best of shooting game, but in that fourth quarter, it's like you wouldn't have thought that. You feel me? They got Big Cat. I think for this series, it's gonna be Cat best series possibly, maybe. I think that first series was versus Detroit, and the second series versus Boston. It was just two good defensive teams, and I'm not saying Cat had played bad or didn't have a man. Cat, I mean, they here for a reason. They're in the conference finals. I feel like everybody on that team played their role because Tom Thibodeau, the Knicks head coach, he doesn't play 7, 8 people. You feel me? Like, he gonna play 6, 7. You feel me? Maybe 8, but it ain't a lot of minutes. He's real starter heavy. That's just been his reputation over the years. Play his starters a lot of minutes. I think it's gonna be a fun series. The good thing about New York is they got home court advantage. So those first two games in the Garden gonna be hard to steal for the Pacers. You know, they maybe can steal one, but and it's the Garden. And if you know basketball, you know the Knicks got one of, if not the best fan base in the NBA. You know, they definitely the biggest market, I think, or second biggest to LA Lakers. You feel me? So it's gonna be that home court advantage gonna play a factor in this series for both teams. I think whichever team can steal one early, like if Pacers can steal one, or if the Knicks can steal like a game 3 or whatever the case may be, it'll be a better determination on who's gonna win this series. I think the Knicks, they're gonna be Brunson heavy. I think, like I said, I think Cat has a better series this series though. I think it's just better matchups for him. Like I said, the first two teams were great team defense teams, and you know, Detroit had Jalen Duren, who can play on the perimeter as well. And again, Pacers have Miles Turner, who can do the same thing. I just think Cat will show up more in this series than he did in the first two. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think Cat is the X factor for the Knicks in this series. You know what I'm saying? And I think for the Pacers, it's part of me want to say Naismith. Not Naismith, Nembhard. Part of me want to say Nembhard. But part of me want to say Miles Turner. I'm going to say Miles Turner. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say Miles Turner. Because, you know, Nembhard can give you some cool, slight, 14-7, 15-6. I'm going to give you about, close to 2 20-point games this series. But it's on Miles Turner. Can his defense be a big part of his series? And can his 3-ball hit? You know what I'm saying? I think New York going to play a lot of drop coverage with Cat in that pick and roll coverage. So I think there's opportunities for Miles and Tyrese to do their thing. But it's Cat and Miles Turner for sure. Can Cat defense be better against a team that's up and down, fast-paced like that? Can how will his defense be in a drop coverage? You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to be beneficial for the Knicks. So we're going to see. I think it's going to be a hell of a series. I think you're going to need OG to be more OG. And that's what I mean by that is more of a scoring, aggressive type. You know what I mean? That don't mean just taking 8 more shots, but 4 more. You know what I mean? 4 to 5 more shots. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a hell of a series. I think it can go either way. I'm going to be honest. I think it can go either way. But if the Knicks win the first 2 at home, I think they can still win in Indiana. You know what I mean? And it'll be 3-1 coming back to New York. So I think it can go either way. But I think the Knicks can win it. But I think the Pacers can still win early in New York. Damn near 2. Like, you feel me? So I see this going 7. Right now, it's a toss-up. You know what I mean? I just gave you... I don't know, man. It's a toss-up, bro. You know what I mean? Because Pacers got depth. They got depth. Knicks is starter heavy when it comes to minutes. So I think even if the Pacers got a couple guys who don't got it going, they got depth. You can bring Ben off the bench, who's a more scoring, aggressive type of player. You know what I mean? Like, they got depth. That's what's going to help them. And the Knicks, that's what's going to hurt them, I think. You know what I mean? That would give the Pacers the edge for sure. I think, yeah, you're going to have a hell of a series from Brunson. Hell of a series, but that X factor going to have to be Cat, man. Cat got to show why he's a top 5 big. No, I'm tripping. Cat got to show why he's a top 3 big. Third behind Jokic and Embiid. He got to show why he a top 3 big this series. I'm going to be honest. This the series, if they can get past this, he got to show why he a top 3 big, man. Like, his dominance on the game got to be crazy. And it was towards the back end of the Boston series. He was being more dominant for sure, like in the post. So, like, I'm just looking forward to seeing him continue that because he definitely made strides in that back end of that Boston series. But I think if the Knicks can make the Pacers play in the half court, you know what I mean, play our basketball, play in the half court, it's gonna lean towards the Knicks because the Pacers are an up and down team. So they like to get it and run, transition, you know what I mean? So if they can slow that pace down and make them play in the half court, that's where the Knicks got the edge. So Pacers got the edge as far as depth, but if the Knicks can get them to play in the half court and start their transition, stop them from playing up and down, it can lean towards the Knicks. And in a couple of videos, like in that Milwaukee series, I was saying like the Pacers playing like this is the regular season. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. Playing up and down. That's their style. So if the Knicks can make them play more in the half court, it'll lean towards the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So that's my breakdown on that. You know, I think Pacers got the depth, but I think if the Knicks can make them play in the half court, that's when you kind of got them out of their game a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a hell of a series. I got to go in 7 right now. It's a toss-up. I'm going to have to get with you. Possibly after game 1. Possibly after game 3. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have changes. I'm going to have a better outlook on who's going to win this series. You know what I mean? So, House of Underdog talk, man. House of Underdog pod, man. Stay tuned.